This episode of the Arkham Files is brought to you by the Amusement Mile, a brand new theme park right here in the heart of Gotham City. Home to Haley's Circus, where the magnificent Flying Graysons perform their acts every Saturday night, 8 p.m. Come drop by the theme park, where we have a brand new drop tower, or you can ride with your significant other in the Tunnel of Love. Come drop by Haley's Circus and bring your family and friends for a heck of a good time. We definitely do say that the theme park is up to safety standards.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Arkham Files. I'm Dr. Henderson.
I am Dr. Boose.
And today, we're going to be talking on this special Valentine's Day episode about, a character that I would correlate with Valentine's Day, sort of.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless you want to correlate Calendar Man with Valentine's Day.
I guess I'd probably be more accurate than anything else.
But Harley Quinn, Joker's partner in crime and girlfriend. Sometimes.
Pretty strange relationship.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to use
not a healthy one. That's for sure.
Yeah. Harley Quinn. What do you think about Harley Quinn?
I love her. I've always liked Harley Quinn ever since I met her for the first time in Lego Batman and Arkham Asylum. Very two different ways of seeing her, but I've always liked her. She's probably in my top 5.
Not for me, but
dang, okay.
I don't know. I think there's other better villains.
Well, now that I think about it. Top 10.
Top 10.
It is top 10.
We go ahead and I like I said, it's just not my favorite. I don't hate anything, but it's just not.
Oh yeah, far from it. I think I tell you what, she has probably, you hear a hot take here, but I'd say like her first design is like probably my favorite out, like is in my like top 3 of like favorite Batman villain designs.
Mm-hmm.
Now I love her design more than Joker.
It depends on who's drawing it for me.
I like the classic Bruce Timm, like red and black,
Yeah, I like a combination of the two. I've seen some artists do a combination of, like, they don't do the pink and blue hair, but they still do the red and black, but she's not got like the jester hat on. But so there's like a combination of the two that actually looks pretty good.
I'm not a big fan of the current design, and by current I mostly mean from what I've seen recently. What they do a lot is like how they have it in a Harley Quinn show, and how they do it in like Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of that design. Like I'm glad they started like the red and black in there. I'd say James Gunn looks the best.
I think the Batman Arkham Knight has a Harley Quinn design that's not too bad.
Not too bad. What do you think about Asylums? I we haven't gone through design so much on character, but I'd say every time you kind of see her, she's always wearing something different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I just like the classic Jester outfit. That's just kind of my deal.
Yeah.
Which is cool because in like Arkham Knight, if you get like the Harley Quinn DLC or whatever, you can make her wear the classic outfit. She'll wear it like in game, like when you're doing like her boss battle or whatever. So I thought that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're going to get in this case file. Harley Quinn is a character appearing in American comic books published by DC Comics. Quinn was created by Paul Dini and Bruce Timm as a comic relief henchwoman for the supervillain The Joker and Batman the Animated Series, and debuted in its 22nd episode, Joker's Favor, on September 11th, 1992. While intended to appear in one episode, Quinn became a recurring character with the DC Animated Universe as the Joker's sidekick and love interest, and was adapted into DC Comics' Batman comic book canon 7 years later, beginning with the one-shot Batman Harley Quinn #1 in October of 1999. Quinn's origin story features her as a former psychiatrist at Gotham City's Arkham Asylum named Dr. Harleen Quinzel, who fell in love with the Joker, her patient, eventually becoming his accomplice and lover. The character's alias is a play on the stock character Harlequin from the 16th century theater Commedia dell'arte. Okay, let's see. Following her introduction to the DC Universe in 1999, Harley Quinn was depicted as the sidekick and lover of the Joker, as well as the criminal associate and best friend of fellow supervillain Poison Ivy. Later stories depicted Quinn as a supervillain who has left her abusive relationship with the Joker behind, beginning with the publication of her first ongoing series by Carl Kissel in 2000. After years of scarce appearances in comics, Quinn returned in a leading role in 2009 with the Gotham City Sirens series as part of an unstable alliance with Poison Ivy and Catwoman. 2011, DC's line-wide reboot, The New 52, reintroduced Quinn in the relaunched Suicide Squad title, which changed the character's personality, design, and origin, replacing her original jester costume with a revealing ensemble and depicting her to be darker than her earlier counterpart. The character took a lighthearted and humorous direction with their second ongoing series in 2013, written by Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti, which features the character moving to her hometown of Brooklyn and starting her own life on Coney Island. The character has since been depicted as an anti-hero, independent of the Joker, and a recurring core member of the Suicide Squad, with Poison Ivy becoming her primary romantic interest. In 2021, DC's line-wide Infinite Frontier relaunch brought Quinn back to Gotham City and re-established her as a superhero, seeking redemption for her past actions.
Yeah, well, see, I'm not into that much because
a superhero.
Yeah, I don't consider her to be a superhero. Like I'm cool with her leaving the Joker and all that, team along with Poison Ivy or whatnot. But I don't know. Like I kind of think of it like I don't know. I mean, I like to see characters grow a lot, but I don't know. I just don't like the idea of Harley Quinn being like a hero in a way.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, not have anything else really to touch on that, other than I think she should stay villain.
Yeah.
There's no really need to make her a superhero. She's become really popular in the recent years, especially since Suicide Squad, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think that's also something that affected how they wrote the character.
Yeah.
It says Harley Quinn's abilities include expert gymnastic skills, proficiency in weapons and hand-to-hand combat, complete unpredictability, immunity to toxins, and enhanced strength, agility, and durability. Quinn often wields clown-themed gag weapons, with an oversized mallet being her signature weapon. The character has a pair of pet hyenas, Bud and Lou, which sometimes serve as her attack dogs. As a trained psychiatrist with a genius-level intellect, she is adept at deception and psychological manipulation. Harley Quinn has become one of DC Comics' most popular and profitable characters and has been featured in many DC comic books and adapted in various other media and merchandise. DC Comics publisher Jim Lee considers Harley Quinn the fourth pillar of DC Comics' publishing line, behind Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman.
Okay.
The fourth pillar? And the Riddler should be the fourth pillar if I'm... Okay, anyway. Originally voiced by Arlene Sorkin in the DC animated universe, she has since appeared in many other DC projects, voiced by actresses such as Tara Strong, Hendon Walsh, Laura Bailey, Jenny Slate, Melissa Rauch, Laura Post, and Kaylee Cuoco. The latter provided the character's voice in the 2019 animated series Harley Quinn. Mia Sara portrayed the character in the 2002 television series Birds of Prey. Harley Quinn makes her live-action debut in the DC Extended Universe film Suicide Squad in 2016, where she's portrayed by Margot Robbie. Robbie reprised her role in Birds of Prey and the Suicide Squad, with elements of her portrayal's design consequentially incorporated into comics, while Lady Gaga will portray the character in Joker Folie à Deux in 2024.
That I'm actually pretty interested in Lady Gaga playing Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like to see how that's done. I think they're currently filming that right now. I think her dad was in an interview. And talking about they're filming in New York or something.
Yeah.
Currently.
Yeah, she said she was on set the other week.
I'm very, very interested. When does that movie come out? 2024?
2024, okay. Yes. Fall of 2024.
Okay. So hopefully
next year.
When do you think it'll come out? You think it'll come out early?
They said it's supposed to be fall, is what they said in that little teaser video. It said fall 2024.
Dang.
Actually, it had a release date. Hang on. It actually had a release date.
Did it have an exact
I think so. Yeah, October 4th, 2024.
October. Hey, man, that's a... Hopefully you get pushed back a bit, because I want... Okay.
What, you don't like the 2024?
I want to come earlier. That's all I want.
I thought you were saying you think it should be later so they have time to work on it.
No, dude. I want to come early, dude. I love the first one, man.
The cast says that Robert De Niro is going to be back in it, which I didn't know about.
Yeah. Didn't he die?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zazie Beetz is going to be in it, but I think she died as well.
She didn't die. She didn't die.
She didn't die? I thought that's what, like, he leaves in, like, the ambulances.
No, he leaves in no. They already said that she didn't die, because we had talked about this in the podcast episode before. I debated this and I had to look it up. She didn't die.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember.
She kind of just left.
I gotcha.
But yeah, let me see what's next year. I lost my spot on the...
Thanks a lot, Landon.
Yeah, good job. All right, let's get into creation and development. Harley Quinn was created by Paul Dini and Bruce Timm for the 1992 Batman the Animated Series episode entitled Joker's Favor while Dini was writing the episode. Initially written as an animated equivalent of a walk-on role, Harley Quinn was intended to appear in just one episode. As Dini was putting together the story for the episode, he wanted to introduce a foil for the supervillain the Joker that would emphasize the Joker's comic book personality traits, funny, scary, and egotistical. He then thought of giving Joker a henchwoman, inspired by the malls of the 1960s live-action Batman series, and then decided she would be a funny counterpart to the Joker to maybe work up a little Punch and Judy attitude between them. Dini stated, she could crack a joke and the henchman would laugh, but the Joker would kind of glare at her. In 1991, after seeing his college friend Arlene Sorkin play a jester from a dream sequence in the soap opera Days of Our Lives, Dini decided to have Sorkin voice her. Dini then partly based Harley Quinn on Sorkin, with Dini incorporating aspects of Sorkin such as her very snappy, wisecracking, bubbly blonde personality into the character, as well as her mannerisms. In recording Harley Quinn's voice, Sorkin spoke in her normal Brooklyn accent while putting in a little Yiddish sound, since Dini made the character Jewish, another aspect of the character borrowed from Sorkin. I didn't know Harley Quinn was Jewish.
I had no idea either.
Dini had several names. Oh, what?
Sorry, I was trying to think if I have heard that before. Yeah, no, okay. I've never heard of Harley Quinn being Jewish. I never heard of that. Okay. You know
that. Don't let Twitter find out. Because then they'll be mad. No one's cast a Jewish actor to play Harley Quinn.
Is Margot Robbie Jewish?
I don't think so. I may be wrong, but I don't
Lady Gaga might be Jewish. I wouldn't be surprised about that. Hold up. She's not Jewish. Let's not let Twitter find out. Let's see here. It's not that important. I don't really care. She is or not. I was just wondering.
Well, I'll continue on until you find out.
Yes.
Dini had several names in mind when naming the character, such as Columbine. Okay. That's not appropriate anymore. And eventually settled on the name Harley Quinn. Dini chose the name for the character to be in line with other Batman characters' names being puns, and also because he thought Harley was a fun name for a girl. The name Harley Quinn is a play on Harlequin, a stock character from the 16th century Italian physical comedy theater Commedia dell'arte. In designing the character, Tim did a, quote, simplified supervillain version of traditional Harlequin gear from the Commedia dell'arte original. He took a jester hat, ruffled collar, diamond pattern, and domino mask and put them on a red and black bodysuit, on which the diamonds were strategically placed for easier animation. Tim took Harley Quinn's red and black motif from the Golden Age comic book character Daredevil. Dini had previously made a rough design for the character, which Tim improved on. Huh. So her colors were inspired by Daredevil.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I had no idea she was inspired by Daredevil. Interesting.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's her little creation and development section. Do you want to read the expanded role?
Yes. Not nothing on Lady Gaga being Jewish, but let's not let Twitter find out.
Okay.
Lord help you if you're not Jewish and you're playing Ben Grimm. Lord help you. Let's go here.
No one talks about them. Not a whisper or word is said.
Expanded role. After seeing Harley Quinn in the rough cut of Joker's Favor, the producers of Batman animated series, which included Dini and Tim, were impressed with the result, with Dini wanting to bring the character back for more episodes. Tim and another producer, Alan Burnett, were initially reluctant of this and thought that giving the Joker a girlfriend played more towards his comedic side. It would humanize him too much, which excuse me, a bit sick. It contrasted their versions for Joker as a character who is as serious as a threat as possible to Batman. Nevertheless, months after Joker's Favor, Harley made a second appearance in the show in the episode The Laughing Fish and became the Joker's love interest. Harley Quinn gained popularity with fans of the animated series, with the character being featured more on the show and eventually starring in her own episodes, such as 1993's Harley and Ivy, which introduced a friendship between Harley Quinn and fellow supervillain Poison Ivy, and 1994's Harley Quinnade. Oh, is that how you pronounce that?
I think so.
Harley Quinnade and Harley's Holiday, which actually I remember Harley's Holiday. That's a good episode, which explore Harley Quinn's life without the Joker. Harley Quinn then became a recurring character in the DC animated universe, appearing in the animated series sequel, The New Batman Adventures, and in non-Batman animations such as Superman animated series, Static Shock, and Justice League. On February 7th, 1994, she made her first appearance in a video game in The Adventures of Batman and Robin, an action platformer based on Batman animated series. Which I have played that game.
I have never played that.
It's a good game.
I don't see why Harley Quinn belongs on a Superman show, but that's just me.
Why she in a Static Shock show? I mean, because I know she was in the Batman and Superman animated movie. I know she was in that. I haven't seen all of the Superman animated series, so I don't know why she is there. So I can't give context to that.
Yeah.
So. But here it's going to transition to comic books.
Yeah.
Because of her popularity, Harley Quinn was adapted into DC's comic books on September 1993, a year following Harley Quinn's first appearance in Batman the Animated Series. The character made her comic book debut on the 12th issue of Batman Adventures, a series set in the universe of the animated series, and became a regular character. In 1997, she appeared in the story Batman Thrill Killer, released under Elseworlds, a DC Comics imprint that published out-of-continuity alternate reality stories as Harley
Haley. It looks like Haley Fitzpatrick.
Haley Fitzpatrick in 1999. Good Lord.
One moment.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Haley Fitzpatrick in 1999, she became a canonical character with the release of Batman Harley Quinn.
Nice. The next few sections kind of get into her origin story, the name of her name origin. So I'll touch on some of this real quick. I can go ahead and do it. Origin. I'll read this. February 1994, the one-shot The Batman Adventures Mad Love, recounting Harley's origin, was released. Written by Dini and drawn by Tim. The story marks the first comic book collaboration. Mad Love introduces Harley Quinn as a former psychiatrist named Harleen Quinzel, who fell in love with the Joker during her internship at Gotham City's Arkham Asylum, and details her transformation into the Joker's villainous accomplice, Harley Quinn, as well as the Joker's lack of respect for Harley. Widely considered the definitive Harley Quinn story, Mad Love added dimensions to the character, with Dini introducing Harley Quinn's motivations as well as establishing her as a tragic figure and a sympathetic villain. The story received wide praise and won the Eisner and Harvey Awards for Best Single Issue in the same year, and was later adapted into an episode of the same name in The New Batman Adventures in 1999. I think that is her only origin story.
Yeah. I've never really heard of anyone trying to change it or spin it in a way, which is good. I mean, I don't really see a reason why, because her origin story is pretty much great. It's probably the most popular out of any villain's origin story.
Yeah. The Joker, I feel like, might be a little...
Well, Joker's is interesting.
He's got a bunch of different
because you don't know which is kind of the real one.
Yeah.
I guess you think a lot of people would settle on One Bad Day. You think that's everybody kind of settles like that's kind of it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I still somewhat kind of think Harley's is more popular than that. I don't know. That might be a hot take. I could be dead wrong. That's the way I feel, because
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I just think that's more popular than Joker's.
It says here that Harley Quinn's actual name is established in Mad Love as Harleen Frances Quinzel. Harleen Frances was borrowed from Dini by Sorkin's first and middle name, Arlene Frances. Quinzel was taken from a former teacher of Dini's from Emerson College named Quenzel with an E.
Huh.
Now it says she was introduced in the main DC continuity. We're not going to get into all that. Her origin was told in the middle of the No Man's Land storyline, which is a good book, good series.
Mhm.
Definitely recommend reading that. She had her first ongoing series that happened. Let's see. Trying to see here. It ended in December 2002. It was 25 issues because it had underwhelming sales. It got published in 2000. Not bad. Like a decent run.
Yeah.
See, DC decided to change the creative team. The series was given to writer A.J. Lieberman and artist Mike Huddleston and Troy Nixie by Edelson, and took on a grittier and darker direction, contrasting Kessel's run. The decision renewed interest in the character, but the sales remained lackluster, and the series was canceled in 2003.
That really sucks, honestly.
Gotham City Sirens is about that time that she joined that in a leading role in July 2009, so it was a decent amount of time in between her appearances.
Yeah.
It also introduced her family.
Yeah.
Series was canceled in 2011 for the New 52. Speaking of New 52, she shows up in Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad series, which I actually have every volume for. That's a pretty good story. Art's really good. And it says in September 2011, she was reintroduced by Adam Glass as a prominent member of the supervillain team Task Force X in the relaunched Suicide Squad series. The character was heavily redesigned to fit the tone of the book. The color motif was changed to red and blue. Her jester costume was replaced with a revealing ensemble consisting of a corset and hot pants. Her skin was bleached white, and her previously blonde hair was altered to half blue and half red. Her personality had also been depicted to be more violent and psychopathic than her former iteration. In the series, Glass separated Harley Quinn from the Joker and explored her becoming her own person, with the Suicide Squad becoming a family to her. Glass stated, Harley's always wanted to belong to something. If not Joker, then the team. She's finding herself in all this. She's finding her place in the world and that she's not just a sidekick. Suicide Squad was canceled in April 2014 to coincide with the conclusion of the Forever Evil storyline, which is also a book I do need to get. It's up next in my reading order.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is kind of when I'm not for. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't care for the blue and red. I'd rather keep the Jester costume. I'm cool with her being away from Joker. Say that before. If she wanted to be part of Suicide, I'm cool with that. I don't know. I don't like the design that much, to be honest.
Yeah, this next section, we're gonna have to take back what we said a minute ago. I think. In the 7th issue of Suicide Squad, Glass revised Harley Quinn's origin story, making it reflect the Joker's origins. In the story, the Joker takes Harley Quinn Harleen Quinzel to the chemical plant where he originated and pushes her into a vat of chemicals against her will, which bleaches her skin and drives her insane, resulting in her transformation to Harley Quinn, similar to the Joker's transformation in his origins. The origin was received negatively by fans of the character, who felt that its removal of Harley Quinn's choice to become the Joker's accomplice herself, as depicted in her previous origin stories, took out an essential part of her character.
Yeah, I agree. That's really lame.
That's what they did in the first Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah, I remember them doing that in the movie. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that.
Yeah. It says she got her second ongoing series in New 52, Harley Quinn series. Received positive reception and was also one of DC Comics' top-selling series, inspiring multiple spin-offs. The series was ended for the DC Rebirth relaunch of DC's titles. The cover of the first issue of Suicide Squad actually drew controversy for its over-sexualized depiction of Harley Quinn. This also caused some of the fans of the character to send Glass hate mail and personal threats.
Ooh.
In September 2013, DC Comics announced an art contest entitled Break Into Comics with Harley Quinn, in which contestants were to draw Harley in 4 different suicide scenarios. The contest drew controversy not only because it was announced close to National Suicide Prevention Week, but because some artists did not like the sexualized portrayal of Harley Quinn in the 4th scenario, in which the character attempts suicide while naked in her bathtub.
Good Lord.
They said the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, American Psychiatric Association, and National Alliance on Mental Health all responded to the controversy in the Huffington Post, stating, "We are disappointed that DC Comics has decided to host a contest looking for artists to develop ways to depict suicide attempts by one of its main villains, Harley Quinn. After seeing the reactions to the contest, DC Comics apologized, saying they should have made it clear it was a dream sequence that was not supposed to be taken seriously. The final version, the bathtub scene, was cut and replaced with Harley Quinn sitting on a rocket while flying in space."
Whew.
Yeah,
that's a no-no.
Yeah. Let me move on here to DC Rebirth. Do you want to read those two little paragraphs right there?
Yeah, of course. In June of 2016, the DC Rebirth event relaunched DC Comics' entire line of comic book titles. Both Harley Quinn as well as Suicide Squad were rebooted, with the latter starting with the one-shot issue Suicide Squad Rebirth #1, October of 2016. Harley Quinn's DC Rebirth design included pink and blue dyed hair, tips, and a jacket inspired by Margot Robbie's portrayal of the character in the 2016 film Suicide Squad. A change established in the last issues of her New 52 series. Harley Quinn returns as a regular character in the relaunched Suicide Squad series written by Rob Williams. The series was canceled in January 2019. I didn't know there was supposed to be a Suicide Squad series.
I think it's talking about series of book series.
Oh, see. Okay. Written. I see. Okay. Harley Quinn's relaunch ongoing series is a direct continuation of the former, with Connor and Palamodi?
Yeah.
Okay. Still writing for the character, and Harden and Tim's illustrations, the interior art. After having written 64 issues of Harley Quinn's ongoing series, Connor and dude, that's a strange name.
I think it's Palmiotti.
Palmiotti's, okay. 5-year run ended with the 34th issue of the series in December of 2017 with writer Frank Terreri. I don't know, dude. His name's an artist Inakai Miranda. I don't know. Take over the title. Good God, why did I get this section?
Oh, it's gonna get worse here in a minute.
Terry's run on the series ended with the series' 42nd issue followed by a 2-issue storyline written by Christopher Sebela and illustrated by Maraca and Dolfo. Good Lord. Yeah, I'm butchering those names. I know I am. By issue 45 in July 2018, Sam Humphries was the new writer of the series, with John Timms returning to provide art. The series ended in August of 2020. Good Lord. I hate it.
The next section talks about Harley Loves Joker. It talks in 2017. Paul Dini wrote a backup feature for Harley Quinn entitled Harley Loves Joker. Ran 9 issues. Story brought back Harley Quinn's classic characterization and focuses on her past with the Joker. Unlike her character in the animated series, Dini and Palmiotti wrote Harley Quinn in the story as less of a doormat, with Harley Quinn and Joker being an equal footing in their relationship. The story concluded with the 2-part limited series of the same name, which also expanded on Harley's past as a former intern in animal research at Star Labs, where she met her pet hyenas Bud and Lou. In the second part of the story, Dini and Palmiotti explained Harley Quinn's change in costume, establishing the character's modern design as a reflection of her having left her relationship with the Joker. And the second, the final section talks about Infinite Frontier relaunch in 2021, where she came back as a superhero line, where she frequently interacts with and aids the Batman family. And she's given a new design. Her 4th ongoing series, written by Stephanie Phillips and illustrated by Riley Rossmo, depicts her actively looking to make up for her past sins alongside a former Joker henchman named Kevin. Harley Quinn has also a prominent role in the Fear State crossover event. And that is the end of the case file.
All right.
So that's pretty simple case file.
Yeah, pretty simple. Nothing really else to. I mean, probably, I guess, because she's more of a newer character. I mean, I guess not really that new now. She's over 30 years old.
Yeah.
No.
How about that?
But it's crazy how popular characters get, with her being she's supposed to be this one-off character that showed up once, and now she's people's number one favorite, and that's really cool.
I agree. Ready to go ahead and end this off?
Of course.
All right. So thank you all so much for joining us this week. Next week, we're going to be doing The Ventriloquist and Scarface.
Okay.
I'm very excited for that one. I've been excited for that one since we started.
Yeah, I am too. Don't know much about that. I've seen them. I know a bit, but I don't know much. So I'm happy to learn. Look into the next case file.
Yeah. And we are now halfway through this season. We have 4 episodes left. It's gonna be. I don't know what we're gonna do after this. I think we're gonna kick it back up with some extra beef after the series ends.
Yep.
Or season ends.
Yeah.
Did I?
Me and you do need to discuss what's gonna be our first one because I like to hit back strong here.
That's true. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you all so much for joining us this week. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
See ya.